The Belize Sugar Industries Limited held a ceremony this morning on its compound at Tower Hill to commemorate the closure of the 2022-2023 sugar crop.
It's always a great moment for the whole industry when we come to the end of another crop. And there's an old adage in this industry that every crop is different. This one has been different in a number of ways, but as always, the number one thing to get across today is a big thank you to everybody in this business, the cane farmers, the cutters, everyone working in this factory, 700 people. This is what brings the lifeblood and the economic lifeblood to the north of the country.
According to BSI's country manager, it was a disappointing year for sugarcane production in the north.
The actual amount of cane is very disappointing. It's going to be less than 1 million tons of cane. Now, you'll recall that in previous years, especially previous to the 2019 drought, it was quite normal for us to receive over 1.2 million tons and sometimes over 1.3. I think the most we milled here was 1.31 million tons. So 1 million really is a drop. On a more positive side, I think the investments we've made in the mill have demonstrated the mill's capability this year. We didn't have any major issues in the mill. In fact, we were having to slow down for a lot of the time to match cane supply coming in. So we could really have been through this crop a couple of weeks ago.
In total, the mill will produce approximately 104,000 tons of sugar from the sugarcane delivered, about 50,000 tons less than the mill's annual average sugar production. But a new and significant challenge presented itself in the industry during this crop season. There is now a shortage of sugarcane cutters. Vladimir Puk, the chairman of the Corozal Sugarcane Producers Association, explained.
That's one of the most challenges that we are having this year, no? And it's something very new, right? It is something that we did not expect, right? The heat, as you well said, is one of the major factors, but also we need to sit down as an industry and to analyze in reality what was that. I can say for my community where I live, where I reside, the tourism industry affected a little because many migrated to the Keys, right? Some of them, due to the change of the wages, instead of doing $200 under the sun, well, they preferred going to the free zone or to other places, no? And also the construction of the roads. I see every now and then some cane cutters that used to do that, no? They are there, no? Even as flagmen or something, no? But we need to sit down as an industry and really analyze it, and very quickly before the other start of crop.
Olivia Avales, the cane farmers relations manager at ASR-BSI, also raised the shortage of labor as a major concern during the media's discussion with her this morning. She agreed that the industry must collaborate to find a solution to the problem.
With cane cutters, we as an industry, we do have to do a deep dive into what it is that we can do better. How can we improve labor conditions? We are looking at hotter weather conditions at the time. The cane cutters don't want to cut in those weather conditions. So we have to look at programs such as shade, hydration, and rest. This is something that is implemented all over the region. And it is a routine in which the cane cutters have to take a rest during cutting. They have to drink water, enough water, and not just soft drink. In fact, soft drink during cutting is not necessarily the best thing. And they have to take a rest, and that improves production on the ground.
Shading also, but it's a huge investment, and where we have our funds from fair trade, but if we invest only in the shading, we have already done a little study on it. It's very, very costly, right?
On a positive note, there has been a significant increase in the quantity of sugar being exported to the CARICOM market.
We've been, maximizing our production of added value sugars, where we get a higher price for those sugars in the market. We've really been focusing on the CARICOM market this year. 4 years ago, we were shipping 2,000 tons into CARICOM. This year, we were aiming at 20,000.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.